was the speed of light. But it's never been a constant because it changes depending upon the medium it's going through. So there's no constant there, but they have that as part of the Planck scale. But the linchpin, the wave conjugations, the tetryon, it's the end of Planck. It's the end of Schrodinger's equation. It's the end of Heisenberg's uncertainty principle. And I'm ready to have the debate at any university, anytime they want to. But they have no comeback for it because I have 4 supersymmetrical systems, and that's the thing about geometry. Geometry is its own proof. Supersymmetry is its own proof, whereas equations, anybody can have an equation. And only certain people can try and understand it, and it can be fudged with renormalization, where anytime they have an infinity, they renormalize it. That's why Dyson left the whole group back in the 1940s when they were talking about quantum electrodynamics. And Feynman said it himself, with this renormalization, is that real physics? Is this real math? All of them recognize that this is fudging because they had went the wrong direction by taking the ether out of the equation. And now I have proof of the ether and how it behaves.
Wow. I wish I could really, truly understand exactly what you're saying, because I'm kind of getting it and you're doing a great job explaining it. But if you're right, that really changes everything.
Everything.
And it accounts for why physics kind of hits a stalling point.
They've been going in the wrong direction. 96% of physics is unknown matter that they've had to make up to account for it, and we were able to build Saturn without that. We were able to show the extent...
The fact that it also has a hexagon is very bizarre.
The age of the universe. You can wind up all of the satellites, all of the planets in every solar system, and can wind up and get back to the real age of our universe. Would be gazillions of years based upon this drift. If you walk away from that Big Bang or special relativity, because that was the cause of all that. Black holes came from the thought of gravity gone crazy. When gravity goes crazy, light won't even be able to escape from it because light was thought as moving as a particular constant. Right. We've just killed that.
What do you think a black hole is?
It doesn't exist. There aren't black holes. There's no spot where where energy goes in and never comes back out. There's no place in the universe where the information paradox occurs, where there isn't a balance. Something gets contracted and never comes out. That's not how the universe behaves. It comes in and it goes out. When Newton said that gravity pulls down, if he had with that apple, yes, the apple was attracted to like conditions on the earth. It was attracted to like conditions. If he had spent another week or 2 weeks watching that apple, he would have watched the gases go right back up to where they were equalized. Everything, if it comes this way, it has to go this way. You breathe in, you breathe out. It's filling in or pouring out.
So what do you think they're detecting when they're detecting black holes?
With that shift that they're talking about, that's the tornado. Remember, there's a vortice. There's all these huge vortices. Everything is spinning around a vortice. So a collection of larger vortices is going to have the same thing that's happening at the center of the galaxy is happening in the center of a hurricane. It's happening in your toilet stool.
Which is why the galaxy is a circular disk in the first place.
Everything, all motion is expressed in waves. All waves are expressed in curves. It always makes spirals.
So because of the concept of gravity and because of the concept of this event horizon, this super point of gravity, this infinite point that light can't even escape, that this exists because of the theory of gravity.
And their math. Remember, they have a thing called zero. They go from 1 to 0 to -1. There is no zero to even think zero.
So do you think that zero is a concept that came along with currency?
It should be attached to currency in that regard, because in physics, it's either nothing remains still. There's nothing still in the universe. There's nothing that doesn't have motion because everything is